the story has been very different in Tanzania. CCM still dominating. Why is the situation so different in Tanzania that now they are getting to this point where they're feeling this is 2025 and we're not feeling the multi-party democracy here?
Yeah, and again, before we blame the leaders, by the way, it could be the people of Tanzania themselves. It could be their stages of development, stages of growing up, and stages of improving themselves. Because Kenya started this thing in 1992 more aggressively. They refused. You remember the Matiba time, they said no way. And in our case, we even had to change Section 2 of the old constitution so that it allows multi-party democracy, so that KANU does no longer dominate us. And I think Tanzania, much as we may say it is illegal, if you look at Kikwete, for example, he was warning sometimes that you should not just rush to this unity thing. You must also allow people to grow, to go forward with, the notion or the theory that we need to put East African together. You look at that statement. In the flip side, you imagine that he did not want really EAC to come together quickly, despite the good intentions. Now, when we are analyzing whether Tanzania is actually ready to go into democracy at this stage, you also look at the people. When you look at the masses, the population, how it was responding to Kenya's experience, you would see that quite a large number of Tanzanians are still lagging behind, in the sense that they really do not want to give the leaders opportunity to reform the country. They are still trying to go to bed with theories of ujamaa, vijiji vya ujamaa. We want to be, respectful. We want to follow up. We do not want to go forward and strike our own, their own democracy, for that matter. Yeah. So for me, yes, these particular elections, the way Suluhu has handled it by suppressing opposition, trying to make sure they are either arrested or intimidated, and some of them actually, as I saw in the social media, they are hiding. They do not want to come out. So how am I going to contest if I'm in hiding? And we've seen this also in Kenyan experience, where even now in our by-elections, some people are hiding. They are not really coming out to campaign because of police brutality. And one case is of my own constituency, where I have seen they have, the EACC has now gone for the governor. The timing is questionable, in the sense that you are now arresting the governor, going to his home, intimidating him, when there is a campaign going on for the by-election. So the people of any nation must determine how their leaders will operate. And in this matter, I do not condemn Tanzanians per se, but their stage in life is now they are coming up and saying, we want to be independent.
But Senior, 32 years later, how come that situation is on that we're seeing that?